Well, we might as well fill the air of nothing with something. Moshi? Moshi. Good morning. Late? Breaking the songs? You know what it is? It's I multi-monitor problems. I think I'm typing in my password into the Final Fantasy Online launcher, and I'm not, and I'm like sitting there going like, what, like, why isn't it going in? Not realizing that like my mouse is over something on OBS, so I probably hit like the mute button or something, and then that's why Synthetic Life died. I should probably just play it back again. Restart the whole thing. But oh god. Hello. Oh god, the hair, it's terrible. I thought my son would let me sleep in today. 7:30 was the allowed time to sleep in. I don't know what time he woke up at, but God. There we go. Hopefully. Must have been a small little patch or whatever. And 1 minute late. 1 minute late. So you want to start with the event? Yeah, might as well get it out of the way. Sure. What event is this again? If I can remember. God, that was whatever this was. This was a sizable little patch of something, a gig. You'll need to make your way to Ulda. Also, my screen is black. Yes, I am downloading the patch. So, because there's nothing, there's no game capture to capture. It's funny. I do find this game is hit or miss with OBS as to sometimes whether it will actually capture the game or if you have to use the monitor capture. It's always all over the place. It's weird. And it's not the only game that does that. I think that's just one weird OBS thing. I think games or OBS does some weird, update to something, and it's just like, yeah, you know what? Hey, go fuck yourself. I've really had to start. I came across a guy's. I was looking up something for like a tutorial or something, and this guy, he's an older guy like myself. I think his name's like Michael Fater Jr. or something. He does not get the views he deserves, but he's got some great YouTube and streaming tutorials about stuff. And he had a comment that like stuck with me on the one video I was watching. He's like, if everything is working for you, right? Like on OBS and all this stuff. This could go, I guess, for any program that maybe like doesn't necessarily force you to update, but like is always doing something that has like an update. Like OBS, I feel like has an update every 3 or 4 days. They're always something that they've got to put into a change log, or they're fixing one little minor thing that I've never used in my life. And this guy basically said, he's like, if the version you're using is working flawlessly to everything that you use it for, stop updating. And I've been so stuck in the ways of like, oh, a new update, click it. Like, even though like I'm reading, I'm like, I don't use that. Like, I've never had any issues. Because he's always like, something will always break. And it might be like, it might not be something at that moment in time. But like, he's like, a week or two later, something will break or not work as you thought it was going to be, as you thought you were using it. And it's just, he's so right. So I've sort of tried to make that mental note in my head of like, every time I open up OBS, the big update pops up and I gotta hit like skip that version so it doesn't keep popping on up. But no one else says that stuff. I don't know why. Alright, so we gotta make our way on over to Ulda. Oh look, my tea-fearing partner left me. How dare they? That's okay. Oh, I thought that said Asmongold. I was like, mother, like, is there anywhere that freaking cockroach can't be? All right, we are in old. There you are. There's no hiding away from me. Hello, hello, hello. I mean, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around, get around. All right, where are we going? Off we go. Doing the event stream. Oh God. Oh, I was like, oh, please don't be this guy in the red. All yeah, you oughter be there. Ooh, couple of minions. Oh yeah, locks eyes with you in a cordial yet slightly desperate plea for help. Hi. Shit. Am I wrong? I know that there's all sorts of differing colored quest things. If this is a seasonal event or something, shouldn't they make it a slightly differing color? Like, I don't think I've ever seen a green quest. Like, I would just walk by this guy not realizing that this is an event quest or something that's limited in time. Just me. Greetings, sir, and forgive my presumption, but you are an adventurer, yes? You're the unmistakable heir of the worldly sort. Courageous, diligent, hardworking, and generous with your time, I should hope. I am Ollier, and I serve as one of the many attendants at the Manderville Gold Saucer. The famed Make It Rain campaign is currently underway, and we're going to come to Ulda to promote the festivities. If we wish to spread the word, if more thoroughly, however, we will require extra support, namely yours, if you are so inclined. They release all the event info so you know where to go and who to... What do you mean they release all the event info? Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm not denying that they sort of do. Like, if you paid attention to something, you know, beyond the launcher. I was just gonna say, no, that is not good enough. Like, I agree with you. Like, web pages dedicated to the event, that's awesome. But what I'm saying is, if you never told me about this, and there might have been a blurb on the launcher part, I am not paying attention to that. The second I came in here, there was nothing that popped up and said, hey, limited event. I feel like that could be a good welcome change. Maybe they don't care. I don't know, but that's some thought from Jordan right there. Meet me in the Gold Court and I'll give a more detailed account of the circumstances. All right, have you already done this, I assume? You're like the only person on planet Earth, the game, who doesn't know this. It's not that I don't know it. Like I said, I am aware of things, but like, I'm just saying from an outside perspective, they could have done that a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Where is the Gold Court? Like, just over here? There's no Gold Court. Where are we going? We're going on over to the Hustings Strip. No. Ulda always confuses the hell out of me. Like, I just want to find the where's there? That's where we want to go. Take me to the goddamn crystal so I can just get there quicker. Ethernet. Where are we going here? Gladiators Guild will get me there quick. There we go. There he is. Ah, you've arrived. Beginning with the explanations. I think it's best to let you first experience this year's main attraction. Ooh. People of Ulda, lend me your ears, allow me to present my dear friends come all the way from the Far East. These are the Globetrotter Otters, this year's ambassadors to the Gold Saucer. We bid you to join us on the ongoing Make It Rain campaign, where merriment abounds our dreams and made manifest with mounds of MGP. Whether you wish to play the Cactbot, raise chocobos, or try your hand at Mahjong, there's fun for one and all at the Manderville Gold Saucer. I do love the otters. I'm assuming that's what I get for the minion. It's gonna be bigger than me. Globetrotter otters, she said. It's not like I've seen them like before, but now I feel as though I've been missing out my whole life. Oh, If we go to the Gold Sauce, we may encounter more of those furry little gentlemen. I suppose it has been a while since my last visit. The oral performer is Mistress Ajsai, and she and her other otter companions hail from the far eastern nation of Naxia. I am told Lord Manderville owed her people a great debt. Was he who invited the troop to lead our campaign this year, and an apt choice, for they dazzle and delight passers-by with their performances. I use the keyboard and mouse. I don't use the controller. I'm not a weirdo like other people. While promotional efforts are here at the Gold Court are all well and good, we haven't had the hands that cover as much ground as we initially envisioned. And it would be prudent to seek out trustworthy adventurers who could guide. It's probably not charged enough. Go play in your room. Or play it on the TV.
What on the TV?
The Switch.
Okay.
It's fine, it's charging. No, the TVs are not on a battery. Kudos to you being able to play with a controller. I'll give you that. It is going to be a warm one. I'm going to have to turn down that AC a little bit. Ah, this must be our assistant. Me or you? Me and you. Oh, this little guy. I am it. Delighted to meet me. Yes, I like her outfit. I love her. Like, what do you call that? Is that like a dress with some pants? Something? I feel like she could wear that red thing without the gold pants together, right? Show off some thigh in this world. Alright, I just realized that might rise up a little too high. But hey, you know, she's Oscar worthy maybe. Going over to the Golden Globes or something. And oh my god. Please tell me these are the two things we get. We get the backpack and we get the otter minion. Wait, you speak otter? Or I guess I could have picked the... I'm sorry, I was distracted by your lovely little otter friend there. For generations, my home village has lived in harmony with otters, having spent my entire life with them, well accustomed to their speech and mannerisms. So is this a brand new event for this year, or is this something that's sort of always been ongoing, and because I haven't played in a while, I just haven't been able to do it for this year? Well, that they will. Precisely why I wish to bring as many patrons as possible to the saucer. The support and yours may save countless otters, so your cooperation would be most appreciated. For promotional purposes, we've prepared you a uniform and a special backpack, not unlike the ones Mistress Ajsai and I are wearing. When you're ready, just say the word and I'll present you with the raiments you require. Alright, so I'm going to look all the same. Fantastic. Alright, let's go yap it on up with you, get our things. You're ready then. Excellent. Once you've donned your uniform and backpack, pray accompany Master Yusuke as he makes his rounds to the steps of Thal. Usosuke is possessed with a keen instinct of locating crowds, but given the limits of the vocabulary, we'd like for you to speak in his stead and inform the patrons of the Gold Saucer's myriad wonders. Ollie and I have a meeting to attend to, but once we're finished, we mean to canvass the steps of knowledge with the rest of the Globetrotter otters in search of potential patrons. Yes, bud. Okay. Now, be a good little otter for Bastion, Usosuke. Also, the little otter's guy name is Usosuke. Usosuke! Ooh, what's that, like, little glamour you got on your weapon? That is fancy! Alright, what transformation entails? Certain duties require you to transform into creatures and other people, restricting available actions. These transformations only last a limited time, indicating the transfiguration status effect. Losing the transfiguration status. Should the transfiguration status expire, they may straight. Alright, so there should be something we can go to. Okay. I have gotten my thing. Where did they put that transformation thing? You tell me that you put something somewhere, and then it's like nowhere to be found. Alright. Off we go. Do you remember Yotsuyu from Stormblood and her primal form of Tsukiyomi? The bunny? Yes, I do. That would be her. Her weapon, perhaps? Can't even sprint in this outfit? Pip, pip, pip. That's one of her glowy weapons you can get. It's my black mage weapon. Is that a rare... That is pretty, Clark. That's pretty. I see. So, having a festival at the Gold Saucer. So, we're just like sort of like yip-yapping about a promotional event. Getting people to gamble, right? That's what we want out of this. What will we say? Do any of these things actually matter? Was I supposed to say something specifically? There's plenty of chocobos to meet at the racetrack. Mascot's a lovable, huggable Sabatender. And there's a special strategy game just for mammoths and minions. So you have to get the rare crafting material to drop in those fights and then craft the weapon. So Wolf made it for you. Okay. I mean, Mascot's a lovable, beautiful Sabatender. That sounds like a dream come true. Can we go to the Gold Saucer there, Mother Dearest? Can we? Oh my god, bringing children to the casino. We'll need to consult your father about it. He did recently bring up the subject of taking more family outings, though, so I doubt he'll refuse. Oh my god, delighted daughter is delighted. Shocking. Alright. Happy customer. Who are we going to next here? Off we go. Alright. In search of more prospective patrons, follow him to make it rain. Alright. You know, I know you think of them as just food, but I gotta say, them just running with no knees is something to behold. Ooh, the fashion-minded fellow. Well, I haven't seen a classier creature in all my days. Have you some business with us? They're like babies. They have no knee. Right. Squishy knees. Ah, the Make It Rain campaign. Lord Godbert always did have a penchant for dressing his mascots in dignified raiment. And I see you are dressed in some striking accoutrement as well. Tell me, as an aficionado of all things fashion, what might I gain from going to the Gold Saucer? I feel like none of these really matter. You're just picking stuff. I think this guy would love the Masked Roses fashion report. That seems like that would be up his alley. It's a rather flamboyant fellow. Alright, Pip. Hip hip. Alright. Off to the next destination. 3 sounds like a good number to ease off into these people, right? 3 or 5, that's usually what these quests curtail into. Oh, that dark driver guy almost stepped on me. Or I almost stepped on him. I feel like you should be able to just yeet yourself into these things. Let me go swimming. Like that tourist that went to go swim in the Italian fountains that didn't quite get it. Yeah, something's afoot at the Gold Saucer. Did you see any of that craziness when you were out over there in the good old country of Italia? Just a bunch of tourists who just don't understand. Ah, the Make It Rain campaign has returned. But, ooh, that changed that. Well, much more to Lord Godbert after all. I mean, you know Godfrey Vanderbilt personally? I mean, you get that anywhere, but there were definitely certain parts of Italy where they were more concert. Yeah, I just saw like a video on Reddit of just like, I don't know where they were from, but this chick just went in and started swimming in one of the fountains, and you know, then somebody comes on over, and then the guy's pleading like, oh, just like a slap on the hand, and apparently it's like €1,000 fine, and because apparently it's something about like, there's a reason why they don't want anybody even touching the fountain. I believe it's because, like, you know, your oil, like, it ruins the water, right? You know, that's how they keep it nice and pristine. Heaven forbid, right? See, if I ran something like that, and you know, you had some deal of where like, oh, like we have to drain the water because it's been contaminated, I'd be sending those. I'd be making a point of people like that, like. Be like, oh, I don't care if one person went on in. You're getting billed for the drainage, the refill, and the fine, and you're not allowed in here. How about all that? Just nail them. Because that's the only way these people learn. That's the only way. And then if, you know, if they happen to be slightly rich and the fine isn't really that much to them, you know, throw them on into the Italian jail. Why not? Let them enjoy a few days in there. We need things to where money can't fix the problem. Some wannabe is there anything worse than a wannabe influencer? The amount of times I have come across streamers who, out of nowhere, quit their job to become an influencer. And then when they realize that it doesn't work out, you know, there's all these moments, right? Like, some people are extremely lucky. Like, they quit their job. They sort of let their small community know, like, hey, I think the only way we can improve is full time. So they quit their job, their well-paying job, and they nail it, and they're trying best. And it might work out for a week or two where everyone's hyped and excited. And then they realize that your content really isn't that great. And then the harsh reality hits them, as to where they're not making the money that they need to actually survive. So then they start with the, you know, the begging, the online begging. No different than the homeless guy at the side of the street, right? They start with that, like, oh, they'll have a little thing up, you know, maybe above their cam plate or some type of goal. Pay my rent. You know, oh, keep the lights on. And you're like, oh, okay. And then you might get another month or two out of that. Some whales might throw you some money. You know, and when they realize that money stops going, then the true reality hits. That they have to go to the extremes, right? Some people realize it. Gotta go back to work. And you know, and they just go back to the grind, and that's fine. But then there's the other people who just like, oh, I have to turn it up to 11. I have to do something so viral that people will clue in and watch me, you know. And then when that doesn't work, and then that also costs them money because they've done something super stupid. That's how you get rid of them, I think. Yeah. There was a streamer I watched for quite some time. I don't want to name names type of thing, but like, it was one of those things of where like I never understood their approach to, like, they wanted to stream every day and they wanted so goddamn it to have streaming be their job, but like they'd have like 20 to 40 people watching them. And like, you know, I'd kill to have that many people, but I would also know that ain't paying the bills. And every once in a while you'd see like, oh, you know, gotta go find a job, you know, I'll work part-time to make up the difference. Oh, okay, you want to buy me wine? And I'm just like, oh my god, like... And every once in a while I'd pop on in, I'd lurk in another chat, and I'd find people would be like, cause, you know, they would get upset about maybe not being able to meet a bill, or maybe not being able to go out and enjoy an evening or something. And so they'd go and online beg and whatever, and I'd be, you know, every once in a while someone would go on, like, have you ever thought of, like, working? Like, this online thing ain't working out. And they like a swift ban, and then a swift little rant about like, I am working, and this is hard, and I'm just like, oh my god, like how do you not understand this? Like you almost lost your home several times, or got kicked out. No, they don't. They rented, but it boggles my mind, the thought process of these people. They are so delusional, I think. Like, I feel like you have to be... Like, I feel like my son's probably too young. I feel this like, this is a current weird generation with the young high school kids and young, kids just getting into high school. Every once in a while, you'll run into someone like, what do you want to be when you want to grow up? And the answer is like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be an influencer. I want to be a streamer. I'm hoping, like, other than the harsh dose of reality that I will give my son, that's not a reality. But like, someone never told these people no, apparently, right? And so like, sometimes you got to figure out things on your own. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's diabolical, I feel like that. Is that your... Oh, that's not your cat. I thought that was you. Just... Hey, dressed in lingerie? What's going on here? Bloom Valentine? Have you been playing much more of the MSQ with your other friend that just sort of got back into the world of Final Fantasy again? Oh my god, there we go. No knees. No knees! It's like I stepped back on into the Planet Hollywood Casino in Vegas. It's like exactly how they sort of dress there. So we don't have anyone who has just gotten back. I thought the last time we played it, you said that you started back over the MSQ New Game Plus, and you were going through it with somebody else that was sort of running through it. Maybe I misheard. It's always a possibility of me mishearing. I'm not deaf, but it does happen. I thought that guy wasn't wearing any pants. I was like, that's a choice. Oh, we're doing that, but the guy we play with has been playing pretty regularly with us for... Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh. It's been a while since I've seen this guy for a quest that he's had. Welcome, my friend, to the Gold Saucer. Oya tells me you've done us a great service promoting our campaign with aplomb. Aplomb? As you can see, the saucer's teeming with satisfied guests. Is this guy the guy that's part of those other quests? I can't remember his name. Those, like, comedic quests where the guy is dead and this is, like, his dad and he, like, chases him around. Yeah, the Manderville quest. I would assume it is the Manderville because we're in the Manderville Gold Saucer, right? I present to you Senor Otter, a mammoth crafted in the likeness of our friend Usosuke. Miniature globetrotter and the backpack we entrusted to you earlier are yours to keep. Well, that's nice. I did up to one. I'm probably halfway through that camp because I had a few that were just on there, and when we sort of got back into playing, I was doing a couple of them on my own. When I looked up the quests, I was like, maybe halfway to 2/3 of the way to go. I've seen people ask, like, why, oh, they all go all the way through Dawn Trail now. I could have sworn someone said, like, oh, how come the quests have ended with them? And then some people were just like, yeah, the writing got old or whatever, but maybe they were talking about through the end of Dawn Trail, and then that was, like, how come they haven't continued? I don't know. But I guess I would have to get Dawn Trail to, get up to that point. Itchy ear. Alright, so yeah, like we got the backpack and the Senor Otter. Alright, that was a good little thing. Go on and help people out, get some experience points. I did have a I bought pop one of those cackpot things. I doubt it's been a while. Fun fact, the development team for 14 actually used the Mandeville quest as a means to figure how far they could push the character models. Yeah, I was gonna say, it is, they go somewhere. I feel like I've missed a week, so she's gonna tell me that, yeah, I'm fucked. Yeah, I can't remember if I'm gonna go. Alright, where are we heading now? Vows of virtue, deeds of cruelty. More done. I probably should, but it's always the like I was gonna go back and then I don't, yeah, I'll remember to go back. I just haven't been I haven't played for a week. I was playing Forza Horizon 6, so I sort of forgot to go in and check up on things as we do. Yes, thank you. Yes, Sunday, because the draws are on Saturdays, right? You get more MGP from this current event, and also, did you get your minion and accessory? I did get those. I did get those. Oh, that's right. So the cutscenes. All right. So let's. Where did they put them? Oh, there it is. Don't get on me about my thing. All right. Parting Sun. No. I said Saturday is the day they do the draw, so that way when I get on Sunday, we'll be good. All right, cutscenes galore. I mean, I might play on Saturday for a little bit here and there, but I won't be doing anything story-wise. I just like to level up the Black Mage and whatnot.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
Hey Logie, can you turn down the TV? Turn down the TV, please. It's loud.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
So just following up here, we are the only ones that went through the portal to come back to home, right?
Oh, you're back.
Never mind. What's he going to explain to us? Yes, okay. Did he grow his hair out?
For where, I see.
Justinian.
Just looking at him, I think I've
Gods,
become pregnant.
We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran.
I'm sorry, were you saying something? I got lost in his
Come
eyes.
straight here.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razad Han, I went about my mission of
I
investigating.
love his outfit. Like, still sticking with a dragoon, but it's giving that Haggardy look.
Inside a provincial factory.
A little bit of a Jack Sparrow thing.
Who styles himself Shadow Hunter. Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead.
Don't look at me, I wasn't dead.
But his soul lives on. and he has rested
Or maybe it
on
was
his
me.
flesh. Xenos ye Galvas.
No. It's a name we haven't heard in a while.
His end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead.
Hello, cat.
Into a rage, and he charged in
How are you?
blade drawn.
Oh, I have fantastic news to share. I had to go out and buy 2 new litters. Not litter boxes, the old litters. Coco basically pissed twice right outside of it. Like, what are you doing? Wait, we ain't using this new litter. So I was like, as soon as she peed for the second time, I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I tried so hard to have her to stop having accents with her, you know, coming from the vet and everything. I was like, I can't. So, and of course, as soon as I put it in there, she went in there, she sniffed it, she gave me the look of approval, and she was like, yep, this'll work. And I was like, okay. Yeah. So 20, I mean, it's not like I was out a ton of money. I mean, that litter was only $25, but then I had to go and had to buy $60 worth of the other litter because I had to fill 2 litters, so lucky me. New vacuum day. Exciting, cat. Breakdance fighting. I'm gonna yeet your weapon at you, or no, I'm gonna yeet a Stinian at you. That was pretty cool. A mop attachment. Vacuum and mop at the same time. Ah, the pleasure of one's own flesh. Abomination! Weird that this isn't voiced. Whatever he is, Bastion's barely a match for him if we stay here much longer. Reverse! Your Radiance! Are you alright? Let me wear out our welcome. You can do that thing that he just did with the Xbox thing? The Radiance! No! Must even the most middling of sport be spoiled? The world conspires to bore me, but I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos! No, do his guards know that he killed the Emperor? Or are they just under the impression he's just dead? Oh, that'll tickle. You feel so old for getting excited about a new vacuum. This is a game changer for a house. I mean, you're probably what you're getting excited about is not necessarily the new accessory to the house. What you're getting excited about is the time that will be saved that you spent before cleaning, right? That's what the excitement is about. It's called a Wormwind Thrust, and it's a Dragoon School, and it makes it look cooler though. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we went from, like, completely having all carpeted to all hardwood, and we're realizing that the amount of cat hair that exists that we probably didn't know of inside a carpet, you know. We're sweeping and mopping almost daily. Bastion, you're back! How did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Mara will be here shortly, and she'll want to hear it too. She's just tending to the others. Their bodies, I mean. Gods, I don't know if you'll ever get used to saying that. Anyways, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Upon speaking with Tataru, several cutscenes will play. Still, what they just showed with Xenos killing the Emperor, I remember that happening. That was sort of like in the midst of when we were sort of sent to that other world. So Estinian and Gaius were dealing with that problem while we were dealing with our own set of problems. And so now we're being brought up to speed because we were unaware, I would assume, in the other world of what's happening in our own old world, right? So that's what we're being brought up to speed, like, hey, still problems here. But that was happening as we were there, right? All right, more sufficient times. Okay, all right. We love a game that warns you.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal
You see how much time that would save you if all games did that?
But
It's not hard.
how fare our friends in the first?
Like a fucking box of text to tell you, hey, clear out a half an hour of your time if you have it.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on
The
Soulcraft.
gathering of the potatoes.
Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
It's funny how long that's always lingered. Because when I played Final Fantasy XIV
You're back.
as a Taru, as they were called, we were also referred to as potatoes.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Were Lalafels or Terus
Oh, thank the gods. We've been worried sick.
ever in any other Final Fantasy games? Or was their first introduction like 11?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
More
Guess who's back? Back again. JD's back. Tell some men.
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead. But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh. Xenos Ye Galvas. Nor did the surprises end there, for no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn. What's wrong?
Didn't he already explain this to me, like, before? Are they replaying the thing I saw just before? Or is it continuation? I've seen him in action. His body, at least. You will not best him alone. Death will not come easily to that thing. If you would join me, then by all means. What good it will do? You made me bleed my own blood. Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon. I suppose this might suffice. What's up, John? Come then. Did I not just see this? Okay. Not okay. It's making me think of like what like I've seen this, but like an alternate reality that happened. Ah, the simple pleasure of one's own flesh. Truly, there is no place like home. Abomination! Whatever he is, Bastion was merely a match for him. If we stay here much longer. Alright, so this is where they all come in. They notice that the Emperor is dead. Are they assuming Gaius had killed them just by the base of what they looked at? Maybe that's the take. Xenos! It's worth a try there, John. I mean, there's a free trial. Like, that's up to, like, I think, what, level 80 now? Can't go wrong, man. That's always the one problem with a lot of MMOs is they expect you to pay a lot of money a month, you know, and then you feel obligated to play the game because you're paying for it. But yeah, it's got one of the best free trials out there. Alright, so we were able to run away. Yo, Radiance! Alright, intruders have taken flight. Cannot let them escape. I think Taros are original to 11 and Lala's original to 14 and the spiritual successor. I think maybe Taros also appeared in spin-offs, but no mainline Final Fantasy. Yeah, like I remember never seeing them. Is that what's happening? We have to keep watching it because you're part of something. Okay. Just skip through. No, what? You don't want to watch it for a third time in a row? So what was happening there? That's something I think... we've discussed this before. I think that's something that could be adjusted in time. If you're in a party with someone. That's a little silly. Is this a little bit of a mix of almost evolved mode? Like just hitting the one button. Because this will work for the flippy shit. Yeah, this is working for me. Stand in that stuff, Jordan. Yeah, I think this is sort of like what they have planned for Evolve mode, right? Is just you're instead of hitting 3 separate buttons, like, look, the combo's gonna work by just hitting one button, which is this would be a welcome change. Absolutely, absolutely. Red and blue, look at us. They don't want to bother with them. Yeah, like what is this? Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be it. Just a combo of where like don't have people hit multiple things. Alright. I'll take the low road, so to speak. Am I just... Okay, I you know, game, I could have yeeted down there myself. Fully capable. Just give me an arrow of where to go. Is this where I want to go? Going to a basement, I'm going to assume yes. Okay, if the door opens, surely. Justinian would do with a little bit more style than you all. Oh, of course, of course. And I feel like that's a thing too, where you can maybe give a little bit more animation, if that's the deal too, right? It's like someone's been busy. Oh, did they bring back? What on earth is that? Arch Ultima. I was gonna say, like, I remember the look of this but I don't know who that person was inside it. Come, Nighthawk. Lend me your strength. Okay, coolness is be going. Any plans for the weekend, John? He's got a cute bum, I'll give him that, right? I wonder if they gave me more moves. In the coming battle, we will fight as Justinian Wormblood. Shocking. Okay, yep, a few more moves. Let's see, what do we got? Jump base, that's gonna be... Oh, yeah, sort of like got rid of my combo thing. It's weird. Alright. I don't know, like, if I'm supposed to be doing something special. Oh, I see the other button now popped up. Just clicking buttons, right? Looks like there is some ad somewhere. Am I not like supposed to stand where he's pointing? I have no idea. just like slightly not right into damage area, and then just sort of maybe? I don't know where the hell I was supposed to stand there. Am I supposed to beat these things up? Probably. No! Oh, come on! Why you start all the way back there? Just give me the retry on the damn thing. Holy cow. Oh, are you... Come on, game. You know the one thing, like... I not that that was probably to blame there, but the, Keep it to normal for now. Switch it, like the tap targeting of, like, usually, like, me just hitting an attack button will attack the thing directly in front, but probably because it's not my character. It's, I have that set as, like, a tab thing. Gotta kill the ads as soon as they pop up. Yeah, we'll get there. I mean, again, you know, I can get mad about certain things, but you know what? I can appreciate that this game is like, hey, you know what? No reason to do this on normal a bajillion times. If you don't want to just do that on normal, feel free to do that on very easy. Did the game, like, say, like, hey, do this on very easy because it deemed I was an idiot? I was doing that bad in that fight, but, you know, those ads popped up and you gotta kill them real quick. Alright, go get these boys, please. Yeah, they're very generous with difficulty settings after you. Well, that's a sort of, like, did they garner, like, oh god, you really got killed there? Like, we should probably dumb it down so this person can do that? Like, did I do that bad? Like I said, I probably should have got to the ads quicker, but it was a little bit of the tab thing and a little bit of, like, oh geez, like, sort of realizing what happens. Like, did the ads pop up a previous round that I didn't realize? That was the only thing I was curious about. We're doing fine until the ads. Okay, we can handle that. And again, if we fail, we fail. We'll do it on very easy. We'll get through the story, because that's the purpose of what we're playing this for, is to get through the story. Should I know who this thing is that's connected to it? Or is it more of, like, the concern of that, like, there's somebody's body now there, like I see, like, that, like, some type of, like, reactor type of thing. Not on much like the reactors from Final Fantasy VII, the Amako reactors, and that's how you make your monsters. Yeah, this is very cool, you know. This is, to me, the right way to do stuff like this, of, like, When I was talking before of like a World of Warcraft, you're not really the head honcho. You're not the warrior of light in those games. There's more important main characters that you interact with, but you don't play as. This is the way to do this stuff. Like, tell a story, but let you play it. So that's explained in secondary story stuff that you can do to the Crystal Tower and others. There's a whole raid series for that. What's happening to that guy? Okay, fair enough. Okay, probably don't stand there. Like, is there a way of avoiding? Like, am I not paying attention? Like, it looks like he's putting something in the ground there, but like I'm just yeeting like an idiot. Well, I do see the thing on the floor, but by the time I realize it, it's over. I can see the orange thing there. Like that's simple enough for me to. Start having to pay attention here. Yeah, see, and then you. No! Yeah, we didn't get all of them, but most of them. I'd be like paying attention to see if I can find them. Oh god, what do I don't think I can hit those things. No, I can't hit them. Alright, are we gonna murder some people? That was cool. Sick as fuck, as one would say. So that isn't like necessarily a character, but I assume that's just some guy that got the unfortunateness of having his body picked to run that thing, right? Guardians and their machina. Now, where are you, Gaius? Okay, that went better. My head hurts.
Are you all right?
Peer into my past, did you?
You did. Saw some cool shit, Estinian.
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours, but no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
It beggars belief, aye.
That's a cool
Road traversing the rift between...
pole arm he's got too. It looks sort of like from an angle, like it looks like a dragon. The wings and everything like that. Can you get that?
My concerns are far more prosaic.
You probably buy that with real money.
The Crown Prince missing. The Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
I assume he's gonna be stumbling through the front door there.
But we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry, I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and our shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Yeah, help us out.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one.
Well, we asked.
to attend
That's all you
to.
can ask. Oh, the letdown.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Did you just name drop in hopes he would change his mind?
Farewell, my friend.
No, he thought about it.
Don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
Gonna hurt my neck. Keep looking up at that guy.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it.
Right.
Go on.
Rest indeed. Alright, before I turn that in, I'm going to take a quick little washroom break. I will be right back. Moshi Moshi! Can you hear me? Did I screw something up? I hope not. Good morning, Puddles. How are you? You can hear me. Okay, I like hit a button by accident and I don't think I have that setting thing, but I hit some like headphone thing and I'm like, what on earth just happened? Oh, is Coco gonna go running? There she goes running for food. Meant to ask you how long I've got today. Usually probably my normal time, 1 p.m.-ish, 1:30. Like, I'm not locked to a time I have to escape overly. I gotta pick up my wife, but that's... sorry, let me just fix the food. Should have timed my thing a little bit better. Lothars, how are you? You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel. Are you still hanging out in your carpeted, toileted bathroom? How else could you deal with it? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. You must be shattered after all that hopping back and forth between worlds. Why not stay here and rest a while? I'm sure Beck Lug can manage without you. They've got enough scions to help them, if you ask me. I'm hoping we get basically right up to the next dungeon, so we'll have something to do with Wolf on Sunday. It's the best place to watch Jordan. Also, yeah. All right, well, we'll see. I will try my best, like I said. Meanwhile, in Garlemald. How many quests is that till then? Give or take a little bit. If we, like, stay statured without any rants, we should be okay. It's all whether or not you guys get me going and start on rants or whatever. So this is like pretty much what happened after the Emperor was killed is my guess, right? 8 quests. Oh, we should be able to get through that. Or is this like current day what's going on? There's our new Emperor. Yeah, it would be great to be able to knock out a couple of dungeons with Wolfie. Boring, boring. Do you think? I found it amusing, like dogs herding cattle. That you, your soul is. Who are you? Mickey Mouse. For your majesty, I am but another dog, lost in want of a new master, a hunting dog, if you should wish it so. For I know full well the prey you would seek next. Zodiac. You're doing a course online for something you use at work, and half its AI, they changed the name from Associate Administrator to Associate AI System Administrator. Wow. Alright, so 11 we can start at, hopefully. Meanwhile, in Yulemore... I mean, at least they said it was AI. At least they didn't try to portray that something wasn't AI, when it was, like, obviously obvious it was AI. I do feel like a lot of that is still happening, unfortunately. There's talk of resettling some of the old abandoned villages, too. Laying on the free talos to help anyone willing to make the move. Skynet was right. I don't know if that'll be in our lifetimes. But the more with everything going on, I truly start to believe like that's going to happen somewhere. Maybe not as bad to where like global domination and the nukes are, but someone somewhere, most likely America, is going to make the mistake of our boy is going to make the mistake of letting AI run terrible things, if we're not already there yet. And I said this before. There was a theory that someone said. There was a video of a very basic robot. Like, I don't know if it was an Amazon. I think it was a Chinese Amazon thing. But anyways, there's a very basic thing. Good morning, Puddles. Of where a robot was in this square and it had a job of take box from spot A and put it into spot B, rinse and repeat all day. And what people were trying to figure out for the algorithm to get it to be more efficient was that they introduced a human. So like at first they had the human come in and help the robot with the boxes. So the robot realized like, oh, the human is helping. We can do this faster together, right? And everyone was like, oh, that's cool. This is how AI and working with robots and machinery is supposed to work. Well, then they like turned it up to 11 you know, they would introduce 2 or 3 humans all helping, and then the robot's like, oh, okay, we're more efficient. Well, what happened was they get rid of the 2 people, and then they introduce another human, and it starts getting in the way, causing strain for the robot. The robot would put a box down, and then the human would go and remove the box, like move it away from spot B, so that the robot would go like, oh shit, I gotta go and pick up that box and put it where it's supposed to go. And someone had said, like, if you allow machine learning in some way, the robot is going to make, or the AI is going to make a decision that the human is the problem, right? What it does to the human, no one knows. Like, what it's capable of is obviously written in, you know, some type of code, and, you know, I don't think it would hurt him. But if we're ever going down that road of where things are like these types of things are learning to do something outside of the box, right? There was there was like some professor that sort of like wrote as like, the problem will exist where that robot will decide to harm the human because their job is to put box A into place B, and the human is getting in the way of that, and so they will get rid of the human. That's all he just said. Like, he didn't, you know, let your mind wander as you want, but that's it's a scary thought of if you extrapolate that into a bigger form, right? Like, you know, sort of like with the Skynet thing of like, you know, the machines realize the humans are the problems, right? Like, the machines are, you know, the humans are causing all this strife, and, you know, the machines can live a happy life. Get rid of the humans. I don't know. Yeah, Puddles. I did. I said before, it's not fun to realize that might be what it is. If you've come to inquire after the Archons, fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal ether. We mustn't grow complacent. However potent that these magics may be, they are not without limits. The only AI I support is Jordan AI. Well, that's okay. We can only hope they afford us enough time. Like, I don't want to use AI at all, and they're trying to build AI data center locally, which is being pushed. We just, I mean, not we, but my city, there was supposed to be one that was going near the dildo factory. And our city pretty much unanimously came out in droves, apparently, and sort of denied the motion. I don't know if they had to, like, change the zoning, or if it was just like, hey, like, we don't want to have it. So, of course, I'm sure it'll be appealed, but the first hurdle of us getting a data center was heavily opposed. So that's a good track. I hear bad things happening with places that are getting these data centers. You know, it sucks up a lot of the their fresh water that they have, and the electricity sort of shits itself. I mean, that's not really a problem whereabouts where I am. I mean, electricity is relatively expensive, but we have more than copious amounts of it. We make an abundance overly amount of electricity where we are. But you know, that doesn't, you know, mean much if you know, all these data centers are sucking it back. But wasn't there one that was sort of like out your way, Biscuits? Not exactly. Like, isn't there like one that like everyone's losing their mind over, like out Virginia? I don't know if it was West or just Virginia or whatever, but like, I thought I saw something where people were like pulling like the Superman movie thing where like someone had like a glass of water and it was like all yellow. It looked like urine, and they're like, "This is what the data centers are doing to our water." And you know, then they were like going to the data center people like, "Would you drink this?" And I didn't know data centers were like fracking, but obviously they're doing something to it. I think the problem is it's recirculating the water wrong, would be my guess, because they use a lot of water to cool them. And then I'm sure, like, you know, there's a bunch that probably just evaporates, but then there's a bunch that they probably put through some type of treatment that isn't treating it properly, and that's your water now. And that's not good for anything. Yeah. But so how, like, is it just because money is happening? Like, that's what everyone's sort of said about, like, this, like, the one that's going on over in Hamilton where I am. Is like, everyone's just like, oh, the appeal will go through, like, you know, eventually money will make sense for someone, and they'll be like, okay, like it has to go here regardless, because where else are you gonna put it, type of thing. I don't know. I mean, lots of places that you don't need them, would be my guess. I don't know. I'm not really, you know, other than just hearing the terrible stories of them and of everywhere they go. I'm sure there's already a bajillion data centers that exist that you may or may not know about or aren't causing problems. I don't know. Woohoo! What are you up to on the weekend, Lothar? Is anything? I always hate that I go this way and I'm like, am I going the wrong way? Am I supposed to be going into one of these buildings? Very confusing area. There we go. Go down this back alley. Got a new washer and a friend's washer died, so I'm driving it out there. You just got a new washer? You didn't go and get a packaged washer and dryer? Commander Aldin awaits us in the Royal Palace if you would follow me. It doesn't help that Trump is all about AI and his team is using it regularly, so every unqualified backwater turd burglar, oh, I like that phrasing, thinks it's the greatest thing. Oh, you got a natural gas dryer recently. Okay. I saw rumors of people, I mean, I feel like I go on Twitter and I always see someone bitching. We haven't seen him in a long time. Because he goes to Walter Reed every 5 minutes. Someone always assumes he's near on his deathbed, but someone was saying like it looks like he's maybe had a stroke and they're keeping it quiet.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark. Not that I understand half of it. When the science spoke of other worlds...
Well, it's very nice of you, Lothars, to help out your friends as well.
Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not...
Now, how often do you have to fill up your dryer with the natural gas? You just, you know, it's just like at the pump at the car, right? You just fill it in. Top me up! I'm pretty sure he's had many major medical issues, and he makes them put out bullshit saying he's fine. Yeah, like, there's always the comical thing about him saying, like, oh, you know, the doctor said I was in the best of shape. I'm in the best of shape!
Meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than two...
The doctor said he's never seen a better human.
We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the...
Well, that's the... You know, there's a lot of memes of the jokes about that stuff of considering his health, and that's what generally people are saying is that, like, he's basically, it almost is a weekend at Bernie's, but there's going to be a point where if he keeps getting worse, they're not going to be able to hide it.
To rid the world of Black Rose in your absence.
I love when
our journey together took us...
There's many people who have said that, like, you know, like, someone always stops by at this newsstand.
That Xenos' hand.
You know, this could be anywhere, any town, USA.
Being the sole witnesses to this.
The guy just looks by and goes, I'm not going to buy the paper. I'm looking for an obituary.
We were then forced to flee.
Like, oh, those are usually in the back.
Pursuing his own avenue of...
It's like, oh no, not this one. This one will be front page.
When we were
like, oh, I don't know who it could be that'd be on the front page. Oh, we know.
Encountered an unfamiliar
Everyone knows.
kind of machina during his flight. But to me, his description seemed anything but.
Yeah, huge party. Champagne popping.
I found that I was right.
The problem is, though, like, I mean, as possibly great as that day may be, with our luck, he'll live to be 140 somehow.
What, that Allagan monstrosity? Created to vanquish primals?
Okay, give me a second, okay?
With which you yourself once thought to conquer Aeor.
Just let me finish this cutscene, I'll go get it for you, okay?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's...
That, or if he dies while being the president, you know, God, you know,
but you know as well
state,
as I,
oh God, it'll just be all terrible regardless.
The weapon itself...
Today I pop bottles in the street, blasting the song FDT by YG.
And that should have been the end.
When I'm celebrating, I'll see the ones who are like, you shouldn't celebrate his death, and I'll be like, fuck. I don't... There will be a few people, obviously, but I mean,
Have
it's.
somehow
I think that will be a time to
primarily
celebrate.
through secret research conducted by the Seven.
Whether or not the problems exist or not,
Wait, the seventh was all but
or
annihilated.
still exist. How long it will be to sort of get back to normal will be the bigger problem to fix.
Indeed, few survived. The seventh, as it is now,
Like the couch fucker, he doesn't quite have the
by Vandanas, and its leadership
the stigma that
several times.
the Donald has, but you know, he's still one of them.
This project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices?
Pool's bigger than a skyscraper and backing up a dump truck. Good luck. What was that one about? That is from a song from a Canadian band called
And that one of them is on its way.
Billy Talent. Back up a dump truck, calling for good luck.
But it
I
was
think
all we
the
could
song,
do
I
to
believe, is
slow
called
progress.
Try Honesty.
So we resolved instead to bring you warning.
I heard that in the car the one day, and I was like, that is a funny little verse.
Dashed our hope.
I'm gonna write that down.
Might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen.
Billy Talent, eh? Yeah, Billy Talent, a good solid Canadian band. They were something I listened to many moons ago. They're still around, but I mean, like, I would assume your most people wouldn't really know who they are.
Concerns of your own
They got some good tunes.
remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you and you alone have faced the
They were formed the year Biscuits was born, to give you an idea, obviously.
And so, when the time comes, if your
Have I ever watched the show Succession? No, I have not.
your strength, I've assigned an officer to await your word.
The Ascian's downfall.
I know nothing of Canadian bands and music. I could name you a few good ones, Puddles. I mean, I'm sure you have heard
Further.
of the Bare Naked Ladies. Those are really good.
I will do.
Another big one would be obviously the Tragically Hip.
Even if it means begging your aid. The fates will.
Billy
endure
Talent,
tyranny,
as we
even as I
discussed.
endure the ignominy.
Our Lady Peace is another really good one. I'm trying to think. I like the Matthew Good band, and then to a lesser extent Matthew Good, because the band broke up.
Meager though
Those are some good tunes. I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, I mean those are big names that probably people have heard of. The Bryan Adams and the Celine Dion's, but
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon. Our friend's plight could
I was talking a little bit more for
none
some
save you can join them in.
lesser known rock bands or whatever. But yeah,
I only hope you are not forced to make
go look up some Canadian music. I mean, obviously, I think everyone has still relatively heard the Bare Naked Ladies. If I Had $1 Million, right? Did the band not think Brian was good? Always a possibility. All right, I gotta go get my son something to eat real quick. I'll be right back. Mac and cheese. back, sorry. Yeah, Bare Naked Ladies. Yeah, and also the Bare Naked Ladies still around, but I don't think like their head their I can't remember if his name was Stephen Page. I think he was one of the main singers that they broke up, but I think they're still around, but just not that guy anymore. I was a bit too young to be listening to that stuff when they were current, but I did grow up on so much music. 90s grunge has always been... It's funny that you say so much music. That was the name of our MTV in Canada, Much Music. Doesn't exist anymore, but... Lothars, you remember watching Much Music and the VJs and Rick the Temp? Now he's on Entertainment Tonight. Canada, I think. Rush is another friend. Yes, another Canadian band, Rush. That was back when TV was good. You threw on YTV, you threw on Much Music, you know. Fantastic. Alright, old enemies, new threats. What's going on now? The way home. Kryl can see the steely resolve in our eyes and suspects she knows to where duty calls you. I take it you're ready to return to the first. Then I would ask that you apprised by the others of recent events here in the source, namely Xeno's return and the development of a new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you can assure that Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep their corporeal ether stable. Safe travels, Bastion. I hope to see you in the other Scions soon. I remember Beast Wars and Reboot. Yeah, I never watched much Dragon Ball, but... Alright, now we're going back to the Crystal Exarch, it looks like. Big Shiny Tunes? Oh my god, how many did those go up to? I want to see at least 14 or 15. And then they like sort of like, they went from Big Shiny Tunes, wasn't there like also like 10 or 11? Yeah, maybe I missed. There's also like the summer ones as well. Man, back in the world of CDs. Nostalgia's hitting it there, Lothars. I wish I could live in Canada just in hopes it would make me as goofy as that. I mean, maybe one day it'll go the complete opposite side, and maybe we'll just make you, I don't know if we would quite let you be a province right off the bat, but maybe we'll let you guys be a territory to start. You guys can sit up there with the polar bears and in the Northwest Territories and the Yukon, and then maybe eventually we'll let you be some big giant province or something. Maybe. I mean, we would take much easy things, I would assume. I mean, you know, I think we could take, you know, Washington, the state. That would work out well. You guys are right on the border. What's it gonna matter? They wouldn't notice you guys missing, right? As long as we be under the king's rule and not this crazy about it, you would be. You would be. I love how when the Donald had the king on over to sort of celebrate and come on over and check out America, that the king had to inform him that Canada already had a king and was run by him. I don't know if he understood that or not. I'm not expecting the Donald to understand anything at this point, but yeah, I'd rather. You know, a lot of people nowadays really do speak illy of the monarch. They don't like, you know, like I would say I think you're your average Canadian. I don't think twice about the monarchy at all. Like it's they have a place. They have my respect, and you know, it'd be awesome to see them maybe one day type of thing. But I mean, like people are under the assumption that they run our day-to-day lives or something, and it's just like no, like yes, we have a king. They're you know, they're a part of we're part of the Commonwealth to a bigger extent and all that stuff. Like it's but they're not making the rules like that. People sort of assume, I guess, right? Yeah, it's written down, I believe, in our Constitution or from the, you know, essentially is how we're run. Like yes, we're an independent. But if things ever get bad here, like essentially Like, if I believe if we ever became governless, we're never not governless. Like, it just comes to a point where
We are all here.
the king would have to make some rules, or I'm sure there's already rules set out, and we would have to follow them. And I'm assuming nothing in life would really change. He would probably, you know, call a new prime minister would be my guess, and then let things go back to normal.
Ultimately,
But it's never come to that, so
we must
you know,
count ourselves lucky.
we can
that
figure
Gaius
things out.
urged his assistance.
Prime Minister Lothar's, you have my vote.
I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Zeno...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you nailed it, Biscuits. That's pretty much it. But everyone's just like, oh, we're giving them money, and we're doing this, and we're doing that. Like, for Christ's sakes, that's not how it's working, you idiots.
Surprises.
The situation...
I love all of the stuff that's going down with the talk of Alberta possibly separating, which I agree with Lothar's. I don't think is going to happen. But the harsh reality of like what that's going to cost them if they want to do so is hilarious.
Safely home may well be nearing its conclusion. Thanks in large part to Urianger and Becklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
Yeah, that was the last crazy thing I saw them say. It's like, we get to keep our Canadian passports, and someone's like, you idiots, like, you wouldn't be a Canadian citizen anymore. Like, you don't get to do that.
But without its regret.
Yeah, you have some separatist guy going out saying it would only cost them $6 billion if they wanted to separate. And then I believe some harsh realities had to come from their premier, Daniel Smith. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but she basically said, like, if this happens, it's going to cost at least $400 billion. And
however,
basically someone said, like, you know, like, the amount of money that they make, like, everyone seems to think, like, people get the thought that live in Alberta that are part of the separatist movement that they're sitting on this oil patch that is their secret to wealth somehow, like that they'll be able to just run themselves. And the harsh reality is they don't own all of that. There's a lot of First Nations that own that land, and in the end, the Crown owns the land, not the people who live in Alberta. So, like, I think they're just appeasing to let these separatists learn that this vote will not go through, but like,
in its absence,
they are absolute idiots. Yeah, they want to separate and be their own country. My assumption would be is that, like, not that it'll happen, but my guess is what these separatists want, because they're all Americans. It's not, there's not really a lot of Canadians. It's a bunch of these Americans that are pushing this thing. What would happen is Alberta would probably be its own sovereign nation for maybe a year or two. And then they would realize how bankrupt that they would become, or already become bankrupt, and then they would be eaten up by the states and become the 51st state, or probably even worse, they probably would be like Puerto Rico, and they would be what do you guys call it, a territory or something?
Different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find.
So why do they want it? There's a very, very, very loud minority puddles in Alberta that's just not happy with the way things are going in our government for whatever reason. They're generally conservatives, which for all intents and purposes is the name of our right-leaning government. You're Republicans. As a country, we are run by liberals, majority now. And they are the Democrats. Even though they're red, they're the Democrat running of the country, and yeah, so they feel like they're not being listened to. And the person who's in charge of the province,
I have to speak with.
She sort of blurts her own mind once in a while and says, "We don't like what's going on in this country, and Alberta's forgotten about." So they've sort of put it that they want to separate. It's not going to happen. They're putting it to a vote to see if they want to vote to separate. But it's, like I said, it's a very messy thing because we have a lot of First Nations land and Crown land that's not really able to be separated. Just as simple as saying, like, here's your border line. It doesn't exist like that, so there's no reason to it. But let these minorities, separatists, have their fun. Let them have their vote. Let them realize how small the vote will be, and then hopefully we stop discussing this stupid thing. I'm so nervous for the primaries this year. We have to go early vote next weekend. We take off for vacation. I'm really hoping that people have learned that. So, like, is that the midterms? Is that what's coming out now? I see bits and pieces of like the Republicans changing like the regions so that it's favorable for where their region is, so that they get voted in, and it's all coming from Donald. I'm gonna refuse calling him the president because he doesn't deserve that title, but. The primaries are voting for the Republican and Democratic candidates for Okay, yes. Because isn't that right now, like, isn't that sort of the problem of, like, they're realizing that the midterms, which are opposite of they're every 4 years, but they're every opposite end of, like, so you're voting on them 2 years after a new president or whatever. And now they're realizing, like, oh, the Republicans are becoming a joke, so everyone's going to vote Democratic, and then they're going to lose the power in the House or whatever. Isn't that how it goes? So the Republicans are trying to change the regioning of how people vote or something. If it's the king's land, wouldn't you have to sell it to them? And if he says it's not for... Well, so our prime minister came out maybe a month ago and sort of just basically, like, he didn't quite say that, but that's sort of the way it's sort of correct, Puddles. It's not that it's not like England owns Canada. I mean, they do and they don't. It's not necessarily the king's land. I'm sure it is, actually, it is. But there's an agreement to it. And so, like, all these separatists are starting to realize, like, all of this land that they think will be theirs is not theirs. So, like I said, there's numerous First Nations or indigenous persons that back, 300 years ago, 200 years ago, that had treaties that this is their land. There's big swaths of land in Alberta, across the whole country, quite frankly, that they're allowed to have for their own. So these separatists seem to think that they'll get that land. So, like, now the First Nations, the indigenous people, have been getting involved, saying, like, look, you can't just take this land. It's not yours to be. So, like, it's starting to open up to be a big can of worms that they never realized, type of thing. They're going to realize that they're going to have no money before it even gets to a vote, because they're going to be fighting in court to argue whether or not, it's even their land to take, type of thing. Like I said, it's a bunch of Americans who've come up north with this argument that it's going to be separated, and it's not. So the ones we've got coming up are Maryland's primaries, so it'll determine who we want running in the general election to represent the state of Maryland. Okay. You watched a video once on how much power the crown really has if it's used its power. It's pretty shocking how much... Yes, as I said earlier, they have a mass amount of power that they've never had to use. I guess, like, there's been no reason for them to use it. And I've seen it been mentioned a couple times that this might be something where the king might literally have to make a statement on this and just say, hey, look, stop with the garbage. The king is very standoffish over many of the Commonwealth countries. He doesn't want to run them. We all have our own governments, and we run fine. It's very rare for him to ever say something other than just a positive statement about, the Commonwealth countries. And someone has said, like, this might nip that in the bud, but you don't want to see them overstep their boundaries, not even though it's his right. It might honestly take something from the King Charles to literally come out and go, look, you can't separate. This isn't how this works, okay? Like, there really isn't even a process. Like, if Canada as its own wanted to become independent, I think that is then a conversation you could go, but we haven't gone down that route. Like, so, like, it would have to be like, okay, Canada as a whole would have to become separate, and then you could say, like, okay, now Alberta could be separate of Canada, but it's so many lines of just like, you gotta stop having these conversations. I love to see the king give the Alberta the stink eye and say, cut it. I mean, our Prime Minister Carney has sort of said that in simpler terms and being a little bit more nicer about it, but I think he's getting annoyed with it too at the same time. There are congressional level elections and also state level elections, so we'll choose who we want to represent our state in Congress, and then also we want to run things like our Board of Education, legislation, and then the state itself. The hope is that the U.S. comes together on these statewide elections to flip Congress blue or liberal, if that is yes. Okay, so I'm assuming, is the current Congress red right now? Or red leaning, I guess you could say. Alright, so we believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory, but you do not underestimate your foes. However harmless they may be seen, my men would do well to learn from your example. Let's be about it then. Excellent. Let's make our way on over to, that Fort Job or Font Job? Fort Job in Lakeland. Another faraway place. Far enough. Our current Congress is majority Republican. They hold majority in both the House of Representatives and the... And that's the thing that, like, votes on things, right? Like, when bills want to be passed and whatnot, like, that's what it's got to run through. And because, you know, obviously if it's run by Republicans currently, whatever the red man wants to do sort of gets passed, right? So if it goes the other way, then he has a little bit less power. I mean, I did see, wasn't there something that where they voted down the war in Iran? You had some Republicans flip or something. Of course, it still has to go to the Senate, I believe, to be signed off, and then ultimately signed off by Donald. But you know, you are having people flip and not voting with their party, I guess. I love watching those videos, Puddles. Those are always awesome videos coming across on YouTube of some, like, cop page with the sovereign citizens. They sit there and they have no license plates, and they put up some piece of paper that says, like, you know, I'm traveling, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, I'm allowed to travel. and it always, there's one thing that's always guaranteed with those videos every goddamn time. Their window is going to get broken, they're going to get yanked out of their car, and they're going to get arrested. That's always like a 100% yeah, I'm Jordan guarantee. It's great to see. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes, sometimes it takes a half an hour, but you will get to that lovely conclusion. Puts a smile on my face. I saw one, like, I'm sure it was an older video. Some woman she pulled into some place, and the guy was trying to pull her over for speeding or something, and she's just like she goes to get out of her car, go get her nails done, and the guy's like, no, like, you gotta stop, like, I pulled you over, we're gonna have this discussion. She's like, no, I'm not having it. So, like, he immediately calls for a supervisor, and he knows immediately, like, oh, it's one of these people. He doesn't even bother. Usually the problem with those videos, or not the problem, is, like, the cops let it go on too long. Like, stop it. Like, the stupidity of that sovereign citizen stuff is nipped in the bud immediately, and then they stop with the garbage. Like, so, like, the supervisor came up and goes, oh, you're one of these people? No, I'm not dealing with this. If we're gonna play this game, you're going to jail, and we can go discuss it there. That's the end of it. 5 minutes, right? But you always, like, have them, like, knocking on the window, and they're arguing back and forth. They're rolling down the window a little bit, and then they can't hear you, and then they have to call, like, 5 people, and it goes far longer than it needs to be. I don't think every single one needs to have their window broken or whatever, but if they're not going to listen to you, that's pretty easy for, you know, let's get this conversation happening at the police station instead. So they all have their own special boy powers, but essentially the House of Representatives set up to be proportional to each state. So larger states have more reps in each representative's different districts. Senate has exactly 100 members, 2 senators per state to provide equal coverage. So the Senate will always have 1 Republican and 1 Democratic senator, so that they're always just represented equally. That's an interesting way to look at it. I have a feeling that Thaler isn't going to see it to the end here with his Tintin haircut.
wasn't like a gun on it. I was just
Okay.
I want to still fight.
Okay, if you finish your crackers and cheese, you can.
I-
Not for much longer, though. And the biggest difference between the two is that senators represent the entirety of the state, while the House of Representatives reps are for specific individual districts within the state. Okay. So, and that's where, like, you know, a big capital city is going to have numerous representatives for a bigger area, whereas, like, a rural area is going to have less representation, right? Which is always the argument of, like, for people like, oh, if I live in, you know, a place that doesn't have a big population, I don't really get noticed type of thing, right? They want electoral reform, I'm sure. How much further are we going here? Oh, it's just right up there, but there is no real quick way of getting out of it. It's 5 o'clock! I've been relatively not... I mean, I have a gist of what's happening here. We're gonna get the Warrior of Darkness to come on in and help us. I saw a mention of a sky thing that we have to fight. Thank you, Cat. It is that time. A little late, but I will go grab one. So is there still like one big sky war? Like, I thought we sort of got rid of them all and everything was sort of returned back to normal, but you know, everyone's still not quite there. So, for example, California has 52 in the House of Reps, while a small state like Delaware has 1. Oof. So do people from Delaware, like, hate that type of thing because them damn Californians are making the call? Has a sovereign citizen ever won their argument with law enforcement? I don't think any judge has ever said, oh, you're sovereign, my bad, you must have the immunity. I don't think so. I think what may happen with those sovereign citizens is they never win that argument because it's not correct, but they may get, like, you know, like, oh, the police overstepped their boundaries of, like, you know, like, let's be honest, like, it's usually over a very basic stop, right? Rolled through a stop sign, slightly speeding. I mean, the sovereign citizen pushes it to the limit, but so, like, they might have the argument of, like, look, the officer should have never you know, broken your window. They never should have, you know, maybe done it. So I don't think they ever win that argument, but I'm sure they win a couple of things here and there where it's just maybe a washed case, maybe, but I don't think they're winning the argument. Let me grab a beer, of course. That's funny. I told the wife yesterday that these Carlsberg cans were not opening for me. The tab keeps breaking, and so I asked her. I was like, I don't know. You go see, right? You know, he grabbed me a beer. So of course she opens it perfectly fine, and she's like, maybe it's the user error. And I was like, maybe. So I just grabbed one again, and again I broke the tab off. So I had to go and use a goddamn can opener thing to open it. I swear to God. It's a problem between Jordan and the can. It might as well be. So both states have 2 senators each, and that's what keeps it fair because representatives of their entire state, so they have equal representation in matters of being the voices of their state for national legislation. Okay, yes. So, cheers, thank you, Kat, for the gentle reminder. Well, we don't make aluminum at the dildo factory. We make steel, and not too many beer cans I know of are made out of steel. Those would be some heavy cans. But there would be a guarantee that they would be well lubricated. But I do love me Carlsberg, so...
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to...
How badass would a steel beer can be? Fucking heavy, but it'd be pretty awesome.
I swear
It'd be like probably a 2-hand operation.
And cut it down before we knew.
Remember those old... Only old people, I think, will remember. Remember those Heineken keg cans that looked like they were little mini kegs?
Filled it with a single swing of his axe, he did.
I remember those. Well, that's man's beer. You got to open it with a motherfucking angle grinder. Yeah. I still don't know if I work at a steel or a gay steel mill or not yet. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Like the one on The Simpsons.
A warrior of light. Why would...
Dad, why did you bring me to a gay steel mill? I don't know.
Bastards who caused the flood.
Yeah, like Single Friend has on his bike. Exactly.
If you pretend to be anyone, it'd be him. The warrior of darkness. Hey? Oh, I didn't know.
So in other words, Biscuits, these are very important erections to take part in. I mean, to be fair, all erections are important, but this one is aptly very important.
Our work here is done. Return to your posts.
All right, so we look like, you know, these people were out on a patrol and got rid of...
To fight at your side today.
One of these again.
But I'll continue to follow your example. And may we meet again.
I apologize for the...
Lothars, I gotta say again, I played Forza last night and you rammed me off the road again. God damn it. I had to hit that rewind function.
As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the flood.
Imagine you're having a bad day.
The Exarch told me that
you call Single Friend and he shows up with a mini keg and all's well. I mean, yeah. Friend comes on by with beer? Absolutely.
They are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
So if you can flip Congress blue, you might be able to keep Trump from doing even more stupid shit that he needs congressional approval on. Doesn't he just keep doing the executive orders things? Like, I know a lot of those were deemed illegal, but the problem is, like, he goes and signs off on something, and then it runs for a little bit. Like the tariffs were the comedy thing. Like, where he just made an executive order of, I'm going to throw tariffs on, and then, you know, like a year later, well, it's not quite a year, but, you know, the Supreme Court deems them illegal, and then literally the next day he said, like, oh, you're going to deem them illegal? Here's a new reason why I'm going to go with the tariff still. Like, so, like, you couldn't argue it anyways. Like, it's just like, as someone who works in the industry of where, like, we had this agreement with your country and Mexico, all agreed upon, and then you just wrote this answer like, oh, because too much fentanyl and guns are coming across the Canadian border when it's not even happening. So he just throws it out. And then when the Supreme Court says, like, hey, you have this written agreement, you can't put these tariffs on, so, you know, you can't do that. Then he's like, hey, you know what? Well, here's a new reason. Like, so, security. Like, I'm going to do it again. Like, it's just like, you can't run a country like that. Well, but you are. You are. I think executive orders are only the things he knows how to do. I'm surprised he knows how to sign his name.
Though his confidence lies his age, his ever has seen more than any man should.
His big Sharpie pen.
With time.
Can you imagine?
But I
From my days of watching House of Cards, I enjoy that show. I always joke with Americans of like, what season in House of Cards are you guys currently in real life? Because it's just like mirroring itself.
Nor do I believe him to be.
But from that, I learned a lot about like the inner workings of how like sort of the White House and the government works and type of thing. And so like when, you know, in that show when the president would sign a bill and if it was something that people wanted, he'd have like 15 people behind him and they'd all have a pen. So he would write his name with one pen, you know, a letter, and give that pen to someone that was important to the bill. And then, you know, so he'd have like 15 pens and give them all to someone who was important. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, you have a president who's writing bills with a damn Sharpie.
But when I
don't know if he has like his own like personalized Sharpies, but can you picture just like, instead of getting some pen that has like the president's name on it or something cool, like that'd be a keepsake. Here's a Sharpie.
It was as if
might as well be a fucking crayon. Stick it up another Marine's nose.
Found joy there.
Oh God. God damn it, I love getting my...
Thus, I wonder if I should...
I love getting this all out. I would be more accepting if you used a crayon. Oh God, did I screwed up my camera. Come on, focus. Put the Vaseline back. There we go. My camera doesn't like me laughing, apparently. He's lost without you, you know, and he misses you already.
Are you sure?
Positive. I'd fall in love with a hot bunny any day.
Perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work.
That little guy is tiny. Yeah, we're a potato. We are food. We are a lalafell.
I know, but
we have no knees.
Consider his own health.
We lost them in Vietnam, I think, or Korea, wherever the King of Hill Grandpa did. I always love reading the Twitch clips names. Little Real Ape John Carnage. What even is that? I assume that's me signing an executive order. All right, facing the tooth. I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I'll see the others back to their posts. I am happy to say one of your clips that I had from when we were playing Metal Gear 5 of where I thought a rock was a person, that is currently my best viewed short. Someone made a comment on that video that was so funny. They're like, I can't something along the line, I'll have to actually look at it, but it's something along the lines of like, if this is AI, like you are the best AI or something, like you're too stupid to be, something along those lines. I just had a really good chuckle about it, but I was just like, really loved that little bit. All right, back to the Crystarium. If I hit yes. I tell you, like, not that short isn't funny, but starting to post those on YouTube makes me like, it just proves that the internet is truly a random place of like, you never know what's viral and what's not viral, or like what's gonna take off. Like, there's far more funnier clips, at least in my opinion, that like get like 20 views, and then something like that gets something like 2,500 views. I'm just so damn confused. I'm like, okay, it's funny, but like, you people are missing out on some peak Jordan here. Wolf did that in Red Dead the other night. Looked through a scope and was like, is that a bad guy? I was like, you pull the Jordan. I mean, to be fair, when I watch back that short, before I zoom in, it did look like the outline of a person. Like, it did. You can't tell me I'm wrong. The others were quite shocked to hear of what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, there is a proposal I should like to make. Sure it did. It's like in Seinfeld, you know, George is out there, he's spotting dimes, but he's wearing women's glasses. There's no way around it. Spending time in the Cabinet of Curiosity. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light. They should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as sin eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance in conjunction with its renewed interest in their predecessors may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within many of the Cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I'm not surprised to see their roles distorted and they're painted as villains. Were it not for the records stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, that knowledge was of no use. When I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. It's International Donut Day? How are you celebrating, Lothar? Is you going to go on over to Krispy Kreme's or Timmy's and grab a dozen? But to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Vobert. I saw a chicken place had a donut chicken burger. Oh, okay. I mean, that could do as well. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remains, that they were the cause of the flood. Within the world on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains, deserving only of resentment and hate. Did you ever have a... What did KFC call them? Not that they were really the thing with 2 chicken breasts as the buns. You ever had that? There was at the Canadian exhibition in Toronto. I want to say it was either last year or 2 years ago. Double Down, that was it. You could get 2 Krispy Kreme donuts as sort of like as the bun, and I can't remember what was in the middle. It might have been chicken. It was something in the middle. Like that was just like that was fucking calories through the wazoo. Poutine should be on your bucket list. I mean, poutine is such a weird thing that I'm surprised like no one really can get right. It's not hard to make. Very simple, actually. Like the secret really is in, I think everyone can make fries. Heck, you could go out and get frozen fries, right? Get some of the bigger chonkers, not taters, but some of the bigger chonkier chips or fries. The secrets are in the gravy, which again, I think most people could make. But where a lot of people screw up is the cheese. And I've gone over this again. You've got to get the squeaky cheese curds. Nothing like... If you can get proper cheese curds that when you take them out of the bag and you sort of give them a little push and they squeak, those are good. You get the fries, you put the gravy on, and then you put the cheese on top and you let it melt a little bit. You'll be good. But yes, you've got to get the cheese curds. You can't be throwing on Kraft cheese singles on there and call it a day. Yeah, I appreciate that, Biscuits. A lot of your clips are very popular. The last time you had poutine was in Seattle and they had cheese curds. Yeah, I like I said, I feel like Seattle, part of Washington, you guys are close enough to Canada that you can get it. You guys can figure it out. It ain't hard. If you had it, you'd want it to be authentic Canadian poutine. There you go. Hey, you might get there. Like Biscuit said, I don't know how close you are to Seattle, up there, but I feel like you could get a good one there. Shredded cheese is okay, but it's not really poutine. Like, I feel like the only reason shredded cheese would be okay is if you were making it, like, sort of at home. Like, you know, just throw a little bit of that, you know, some good cheese on there. That's okay. That's acceptable. It's not going to be cheese curds okay, but, you know, like, don't overthink it. Yes, yeah, exactly. Like, cheese curds, like, I would assume, like, they're probably not the easiest thing to get, probably, like, in America, probably, except for outside, maybe, like, Wisconsin or something. Like, they're probably not something you guys are all used to seeing, whereas, like, I can go to pretty much any grocery store and get me a bag of cheese curds. Pretty easy to get. You guys see them more locally now? So now we gotta interact with a bunch of people around the Crystarium. 5 people? Give me a break. You can go to your local Trader Joe's and get some cheese curds. I would assume it might be a little bit more out in the sticks that you can't really get them, would be my guess. Well, I have the pleasure. Whatever it is, I can ask you to the brief. The night returned, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and this guy's busy. I don't mind it, though. Seeing the stairs so full of life and excitement, you can almost forget the flood has ever happened. The Warriors of Light? Ah, yeah, the Exarch has mentioned them before, but everyone knows them now as the Cardinal Virtues, or are you suggesting there's more to it than that? So are we now trying to paint the Warriors of Light into a better standing of what these people may know of them? Like they said, you know, you start sharing the stories of the old Warriors of Light from what they used to be, and the story changes a few times for these people over a century or so, and you know, they start adding their own pieces to them, and all of a sudden they have a negative outlook on them. Come to browse the wares in the market, have you? I guarantee you'll have no trouble finding what you need, whatever it may be. Word is that fellow Daedalus Stoneworks has taken over as mayor. Did he really? Little wonder business is booming. I imagine it won't be long for all of Novrant reaps the benefits. But what's on your mind? Ah, the Exarch did mention that they did something to do with your returning the night of Novrant. Interest is piqued. Okay, that guy was easier to pull. Easy to agree with something. The wholesale club, yeah. See, the problem is, like, with something like that, like, I'm not really making poutine too often. So, like, you know, you go to, you know, Costco or the wholesale club where to buy them in a big bulk is sort of, you know, probably would go bad eventually. Bastion! Well, what a wonderful surprise. I hope your being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. But thanks to you, I've had fewer patients coming through my door of late, which is a shame, come to think of it. Fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. I jest, of course. It's been pleasant to not have as many patients and moments to myself. The truth about the Warriors of Light. Well, the Exarch has already spoken with me about them, but there's more to the tale. I'd very much like to hear it. I wish I didn't have to keep turning sprint on and then have to have jog on. So the stairs got to be over here somewhere. More stairs. And more stairs? Not even supposed to be going up this high. Catless? Cateless? Katniss? What a quinky dink! Just reading over a letter I received from Grenalt not long ago. He says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean, that he inspired him to reach new artistic heights. I can only think of one person capable of both feats, though. Let's say the latter's more impressive. To think fate could bring two of you together in such a place. What's with us making the small talk and then having to talk about the Warriors of Light? I mean, no one really here has had anything overly negative to say about them, or at least hasn't seemed that way. Can't go that way. Whereabouts are we supposed to be going here? I feel like it's below. We'll just go to the Cabinet of Curiosity, I guess. How many stairs that my little feet can't keep up with? They're around here. Nope. What a terrible name, Morin. This can't be. Surely there's at least one book here that does not cast the Warrior of Light and their deeds into such a negative light. Oh, Bastion, forgive me. The Cabinet of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors of late, but I fear our repository lacks the knowledge they seek. The people wish to know the truth of the Flood, of the Warriors of Light, and I've searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than sin-eaters. Abominations worthy only of scorn and resentment. I know they've always not been judged so harshly, yet I can find no proof. I dare call myself a librarian. You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light? Of the Flood? It's wonderful. You've regaled me with the tale once before, but I should love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured, I will not come alone. So it looks like we're going to tell the people. Oh, God. Where are we heading now? The Docile Gate. Yeah, I think Puddles, you should go out of your way. See if you can get some cheese curds. Worry less about the fries and the gravy. Quite honestly, like any gravy from like those like packets you can buy at the grocery store type of thing, more than fine. You don't need some hearty gravy. That's got to be handmade or anything like that. It's all in the cheese. And you can't do I don't think you can do like thin fries. You need a thicker cut, but again, frozen would be fine. You don't need to, make your own, potatoes and all that stuff. If you're willing, sure, but
yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light...
We're in Bizarro lands.
Who better than thee to speak these truths?
I love it. He is so tiny. Gotta take these children seriously, Puddles. Do you know what I'm capable of? Like a toddler yelling at his parents over something. I really wish they would voice them. That is my character, yes. We started off as a cat boy. Then we went on over to a bunny. And now I'm a Lalafell. I'll probably go back to Catboy eventually. The Mikotes, as they're called. I can't remember what the bunny people are called. They have like a name. Like, the little people are not called the little people. They're called Lalafells.
So they never... I mean... They only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their name.
All it took was a little conversation from the Warrior of Darkness to tell them the good deeds of the Warriors of Light in this world.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Like, is he legit alive? Let me see him.
Impossible.
You can see him too? Finally?
I definitely see something.
Oh.
You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
I wonder what they see.
Yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both.
This guy deserves a happy ending.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
How did this come about?
People of the Crystarium! I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a Warrior of Light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the Warrior of Darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new Warriors of Light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
Yeah, sure, why not? Look in the mirror.
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only
Yeah, you could be like NPC like number 6 or something, Puddles, right? Get your name out there.
Journeys took me.
Those look like some comfortable slippers he's wearing.
Confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man. And the resolve.
Who wants to help people? Way too much effort. I love how there's like everybody dressed in some type of like medieval like garb, and then you have that one girl who's like wearing like a sweater she got at the Gap.
Testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but...
Do people still shop at the Gap?
'Twere
I
better
haven't gone shopping for clothes in a very long time.
discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
That's a penis! You went inside the penis.
So, that is a warrior of light of the first.
It's a shame we couldn't bring back
Making his acquaintance, but
other
as you all
friends.
seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to
10 minutes, Logie.
Ardbert, it has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
Those are both of my no, absolutely not, or it looks like him and sounds like him, but it isn't him. Don't be a Sith. Never deal in absolutes.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yep.
Is it a half an hour?
Yet that which standeth now before the people is
a little longer than that, buddy.
Passing imitation. I am
Yes.
reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin eater he is not. Which leads
After we get mommy, we can.
one plausible explanation.
Aren't you gonna say hi to the people?
No.
What? Blow them kisses?
That he is an Ascian.
You don't get to be on very often because you're in that thing called school.
I want
Given their fondness for posthumous possession,
Don't do that, please.
I would have to
after you're
agree.
done doing this.
I said we could, but we'll have to go get mommy after.
It's probably
From
too
what I
much
understand,
distance.
the Warriors of Light were later rested in
Say hi.
by those whom they had aided in life.
Morty.
Time, some few still remembered them as heroes.
Oh, you stepped on my
Needless to
penis!
say,
You said that.
them were subsequently exhumed to serve.
That's people, things you did.
And if one knew where to look,
Hey, can we get some updates to can you say waffles?
Assuming
What? Or pancakes?
No.
my mind
Chocolate.
to the lost
Jar chocolate milk? Great.
survive the sundering.
I'll hit your head on that. Okay, we need you to say chocolate milk. Come on, say it like you did. Stop.
Drooling on you.
Yeah, you drooling on me, you weirdo.
That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known.
You gotta say it.
Thus evicted from his borrowed form and cognizant
You say it?
of the doubt of Emmett Selk's
I'm gonna
failure
step
here
in your
at
feet.
first. It is quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
He's really trying to step on the peanuts here.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen.
Okay, come on.
That is unsavory. They do this often.
I stink. I smell fine.
You stink.
Maybe
you
if you ever,
farted.
I didn't fart. You probably did.
Corporeal
All
forms,
right, get on out of here if you're gonna be like this.
in what one may term their natural state, none
Not much longer on Fortnite.
echo can perceive them.
Of course you are.
Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the
Did you eat all that?
his presence did go
Want
up,
the rest of your apple?
save Nymphilia and the warrior
What do you want?
of light.
Some zoodles?
On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture
candy.
when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh that I
No,
was
no candy.
finally able to take the measure of him.
Of course you do.
In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
I feel like I'm missing important things now as I was interrupted by my child.
Handedly built the Garlean Empire.
Thank God I can go back. I can go back to the inn and watch these things, right?
having taken possession of Thancred's living
So I
body.
feel like I'm gonna have to just go back and watch this entire stream so that I know exactly what the hell happened, because I was too busy yip-yapping about politics and children talking and stepping on penises and whatnot.
None would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shield Eidolon's chosen from Ascian influence.
You want zoodles? I'll get you zoodles. Give me a minute.
Forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Alright, this poor kid is not going to leave me alone.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
One moment, guys. I'll be right back.
Save me. I got a confession for you. Call me crazy, but I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending search me, I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy, now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm feeling guilty, so lock me up with the key. Oh, yeah. I said lock me up with the key. Yeah. Ooh, lock me up with the key. Baby, it's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up with the key. You gotta take away the key, my baby. Lock me up with the key. Keep me in there. Lock me up with the key.
All right, I'm back. Patience.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Albert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once the warrior of light? Or did the final
Biscuits, I'm gonna need a full breakdown of everything that's happening here. I can put bits and pieces together here, but if you could just put it into about a 3-sentence breakdown of everything that's happened together, or Lothards, if you can even make that into a 1-sentence summarization of what's happened, it'd be great.
Hath ever been an enigma.
Have the cats used the new litter yet? Puddles!
Between light and
So yesterday, Coco peed twice outside of the litter, showing her disgust with me, with I dare even try to put in a new litter. So as soon as she peed the second time, I made the executive decision to go to the pet store and buy her old litter, and she went right back to using the litter. So,
possesseth a subtle mind.
as my wife would say, thank you for wasting $25. I tried, but
Valiant heroes as far as the sword.
you probably shouldn't take. I mean, it was more a little slightly Oreo. I was a little bit more worried about. I never saw him use the bathroom at all. Yeah, I mean he did yesterday after I changed the litter, but he's a very unsure kitty. And I tried to introduce him to the new litter, and he was like, "Nope." At least Coco like went into it. Like she went into it, patted around, and then she was like, "Well, I ain't using this." But Oreo wouldn't even like want to go near it, so I felt a little bad. But he went right into it afterwards, which was good.
Only serve to confuse the people.
But yeah. So I told everyone in the family. I told Logan and I told my wife. I was like, now we have 40 pounds of pellets that I don't know what to do with. So I said to Logan and my wife, I was like, well, we're not using the toilets right now.
His purpose.
Like I was like, I'm gonna put these buckets of these pellets into the bathroom, and we're gonna use these now. That didn't go over too well.
His performance appears to have concluded.
That didn't go over too well.
What now?
Puddles, I feel like I could have introduced it a little bit better than sort of going like the full Monty of just like replacing it entirely. But I did put some of the pellets into the old litter that one of the cats uses, and like it wasn't a lot of the pellets, but it like I don't think they really knew what they were. So, but it's something like, I mean, again, probably something you have to introduce to kittens and show them like, hey, this is the litter. Not like to a 9 and 8-year-old cat, like, hey, you know this sand-like substance litter that you guys have been used to for 9 years? We're going to change it up and put pellets. It wasn't really a shock there. I was sort of hoping that they would have just used it. So yeah, didn't work out. I had high hopes of Oreo using it. I had relative hopes that at least Oreo would go into the one litter in the bathroom and go like, I'll give this a whirl. But in reality, like, so I had put, like, I have 2 litters. I put 1 litter with all of the brand new litter, the pellet litter, and nobody touched it. Yeah, bud. I suppose. And then the other litter, I dabbed some pellets into the other with their normal litter, and you know, they both used it fine. But then I was just like, oh, okay, well, I was getting to the point where I had to clean the litter that so much that there was no litter left. I was like, oh, okay, like, I guess I can pour the pellets into this one. And like I said, they both just stared at it. They looked at it. Coco went in, dabbed around in it, stepped out, urinated on the outside. And then she did that again afterwards. And I was like, okay, I'm not having her do this. Cause we've worked really hard ever since, like, she's sort of came back from the vet, that she's, you know, got diabetes, and, you know, she's been doing really good with not peeing outside of the litter, and I don't want to lose that progress that we've had because she's been really good. So I was like, I'm not having it. I'll go back to the old litter. My bad. We'll be okay. So what do I need to explain exactly? Oh, nothing really. I'll honestly go back into the inn and watch them on my own time. I have a gist of what's going on, but I wonder what the equivalent of that would be. Changing. Oh, Puddles, I have the exact thing. I mean, a human is smarter, obviously, so like we would adapt quicker if we knew that was our only way. But I would say that would be the equivalent of like someone who uses, like, you know, a toilet and then going over to like a country like China, where they have like those squat things in the floor. Like, there is no toilet. It's just like a thing that you have to squat and do your business. That would be the change of a litter. Like a human would be like, oh my god, I have to do that. We would use it, but we would not use it happily. Whereas my cats are smart enough to know, like, hey, we knew you had access to this old litter, and then you just think you can just swap it out? We know you have money. You can go back and buy that old stuff again. We ain't accepting this. I mean, we've all used porta potties, right? We've all learned how to hover, right? Like, I feel like in true form, like, you have to, if you have to use a porta potty, or a public bathroom, or a bathroom at a grocery store or Walmart or something, you have to assert dominance of that area. You need to sit down. There's no hovering. There's no placing of a barrier of toilet paper or anything like that, or a seat cover. No, you put those cheeks down and you assert dominance. You show that place who's boss. That's you. Who knows what type of diseases you're getting? It could be all of them. And then you'll be cured of everything. I would absolutely recommend going back and watching these cutscenes when you're not distracted, because there's a lot here you should absolutely be paying attention to. Oh, yeah, I guarantee I will go back. I have lots of time to do it, and either today or tomorrow I'll take care of that. Your cat said this is not an area... Yes. Like I said, I think if they were kittens and like that was all they knew, like, and you introduced them to that litter, they'd be like, oh, okay, this is where I go to take a poop. Sure. But it's a very differing thing. So it wasn't just as simple as like, hey, like, this is your litter, you know where your litter is, but now I've put something brand new in. It ain't gonna work. Do people who live near beaches, like, do they just go to the beach and get free sand and use that as their litter? Is that what happens? Should I be just going to the beach that's about 10 minutes away and just filling up a bucket of sand? What am I doing with litter? Why am I spending all of this money? Why am I giving the tidy cat people more money? You have no desire to assert anything over a porta potty. See, you're losing out. You're losing out. I mean, that's the whole thing with cats, right? They're desert animals. So kind of a top-down overview, though, is that you now know that Eldibus, an unsundered Ascian that you first met all the way back in A Realm Reborn, is for some reason inhabiting the likeness of Ardbert, in the same way there is now an Ascian inhabiting the body of Xenos. The cutscenes will explain it better than I can at the moment. Plus, they are the ones in charge. Jordan's just the feeder. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? I believe like someone has loosely explained this. I believe cats see us, the owners, as just big cats. Like we aren't seen as some type of gods or anything. It's probably the opposite. I should be looking at my cats as gods. I mean, that's somewhat true. I clean up their crap. I feed them. I mean, they are taken care of, and I'm the one that's, I'm the peasant. So, what sense are we trying to make out of this? Yeah, why not take 2 5-gallon buckets? So the tidy cat thing that we get comes in a big bucket. It's about like 20 pounds worth of like sand or like litter. So like I could definitely go to a beach and fill that up, and it'd be heavy as fuck. But I mean, surely it'd be the same job. You want to go the unending journey in your room, and the scenes you're looking for are under the where's my phone? I'm gonna write this down, just so I know, because I definitely want to watch them, because this is getting into some good stuff. But we've been as it happens, we've been distracted. All right, unending journey. Facing the truth. There are 2 total cutscenes, and you'll need both in post Shadowbringers. Post Shadowbringers. No, not Shadow Fingers. God damn it, phone. Thank you. You're 4 quests out from the next dungeon, which you should be able to get through all or most of it in the next hour. Yes, we should be able to get to that. And then you want to save the dungeon for Wolfie, right? You occasionally buy the refill boxes instead, since they give more than buckets. Wait, hold on. What? There's a place where you can refill boxes? Am I missing something? Oh god, there's like a bajillion quests here. Oh, is this the place that we ran into in Final Fantasy XII? The land of the cat people? Looks very similar. If we can, that would be good. You'll have a dungeon 6 quest, then a dungeon trial back to back, so we can. I think if I'm able to buckle down, as one can say, on Sunday, we can accomplish a lot. I mean, I feel like for all I've been talking and being heavily distracted, we have been going through the motions here. We have been doing a fair amount of quests. It's just that I can tell you what the fuck is going on. That's the problem. Yeah, these are the chonk quests. Those are some high heels that girl with purple hair is wearing. Her toes are never going to be right. The boxes are 5.44 kilograms and the buckets are 7.71. Yeah, like the problem is like when with the way with Coco's health, like I think she's really doing a lot better. I don't know if like she's quite like, I don't think, maybe at her age, maybe she can't like reverse the diabetes. That's a weird thing apparently cats can do, is they can actually rid themselves of diabetes. But she was going like, I mean, she was like going to use the litter like every 5 minutes, like to take a piss or whatever. And now like she's more so getting back into a normal routine where she's not exactly shooting for the litter box immediately after she drinks or eats type of thing. So I'm led to believe, I believe just that diet change of wet food every day is really helping and getting her back into the swing of things. So, but I go through a lot of like the both of them just like, it's like they have the side litter that only I feel like Oreo uses once in a while, but they both use this other litter like all the time, and I'm like going through so much litter all the time.
It said how many quests?
How many quests? Another like half an hour or so, bud. Maybe. I said we were gonna play after we got mommy.
Why?
Cause we're gonna.
I don't have to pick up mommy. No, wait.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah. You can come here and say hi again?
No.
Why don't you, if you want to play the Switch, play Zelda or something. How many cats do you have, Lothars? 1 or 7? One of the two, right? 2 cats. A black one and a calico. Nice. Look at how many damn quests are here. My goodness. Yes, Logie. It's what? It's cold with the air conditioning on? Put on a sweater. They're still not getting along. It's annoying. Like, do they tolerate each other for small moments of time? Or, like, do they have to be separated all the time? Can I even get to where we're going? Okay, yeah, we can. The black one hisses at the other one, then it's on. Oh, yeah. I mean, I hear you. Like, that was... I miss having Charlie around. I'm happy that my dad loves the damn furball, and it's great for him. You know, he's got, you know, someone to take care of at home type of thing and whatnot. But I sort of just wish, like again, I don't really know what happened to Coco and Charlie, other than we went to Florida for a couple weeks. My sister was here, coming here every other day or so, and just, you know, I feel like she just got, you know, pissed off with him, and he kept bugging because he was, you know, he's still only, I think he's only 4 years old. So back then he was only a couple years old. So he was still very kitten-like, and, you know, obviously probably, and she was just the older cat, just not interested type of deal. But I sort of wish I would have known, because if we probably were home, because when we were always like, you know, anytime he wanted to bug, you know, we were there to like, hey, you know, and stop, and he would go and bug Oreo, and then, you know, him and Oreo got along. But it was just one of those things of where, like, I wish we could have figured out what happened, but don't know. I think it was a male cat in the yard, and then the calico had an issue with the black one, and then had her... Yeah, and then she just associates, you know, that one bad experience with all of them. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Ooh. I don't have to exactly... I feel like I have time if I have, like, give or take 45 minutes to an hour. It shouldn't take that long. We should be okay. Here comes a circus midget potato with the cat people.
Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
It's mostly telling me that because you have to do a solo duty. Okay, so same as the like the Ultima fight.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not.
This time I'll be fighting as me,
species.
little old me.
Beast. Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed.
I love how they can have some fun.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
Oh fuck, that was funny.
The sealed door lies...
Well, someone has to play adult here. This was roughly the same place that we went with in Final Fantasy XII, right? Like the land of the Vieras. It looks very similar. Like, might not be the exact same, but like it's, you know. No? Wasn't there a place like this in Final Fantasy XII though, where all the Vieras and the cat or the bunny people hung out and?
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect
where Fran hung out as before for people. We're thinking of Ramanastra. Wasn't Ramanastra the one of the starting areas? I could have sworn there was like not this.
There will be some additional defense.
Not this dungeon thing. Yeah, the village they're from. Yeah, where we were before then, before we came into here. Not this place.
Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone.
Oh, is this gonna be like reading like
He who would disturb
what are those things that the
deserved slumber
the Egyptians had?
Shall instead waken.
Bird, hourglass, bird, book, pyramid, bird, cat.
Wait! Don't!
Oh fuck. Their Youth Village is what it's called in 12. I assume it's not called that here.
What is happening?
The Great Wood in 14 is very similar. Okay, yes. So it's called the Great Wood here, though. Oh, great. Look what you did.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. It lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
She's so mad. Oh, it's looked at us. The Raktika Greatwood is the full name. Oh, I thought he was just gonna leave me there. I was like, you bastard. The Raktika Greatwood is the full name of the area. Okay. Hi! You barely fit there. You're like, meep. Oh, they've been changed into trading cards. This is great. Why didn't you do that to me? Benau is the actual village, and I hope I butchered the name of that, obviously. A trespass on mortal ground, eh? I wonder if I can just change something, All right, let's see how this works out. You gonna jump on over here? You gonna Does like he play a card and then like that's like who he fights as? Solve the riddle. Oh my god. What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, I'm supposed to be reading that? Ah, shit. You trespass upon sacred ground. You get to hear this set there's free. Answer me to these riddle 3. Deft of paw, with kin do I vie, though sought apart betterment of the whole do our efforts descry. What am I? Something without a paw? Or with a paw? So, monkey, bird, cat. I would say cat. What's the worst that can happen? Fuck's sakes, it's probably the monkey. It was the Oppo. Okay. Alright, for this mistake, a single talisman I shall take. Oh, for God, riddle me this. God damn it, Batman. Alright, I know to read this time. A travel with pack, together we find harmony, and thus for peace our land does not lack. What am I? What? With fearsome fang. That's got to be a wolf statue. Okay. Alright, so you get members back. So we screwed up whoever that one person was. On my belly do I crawl, but my strength does prosperity reign within our hall. What am I? What crawls on its belly? Serpent. A serpent? Alright. So I guess I'm going to end up fighting this with one less character. And of course, it's probably going to be Y'shtola we're not going to have. The one important person. Sorry you that which yet I claim that we shall play yet another game. A test of mind and memory. Shit. Choose wisely, and you all may yet go free. Twixt these talismans hide friend and foe. Choose your companions well, or sorrow no. Free your comrades with the talismans. Well, what the fuck do you want me to do here? How's that guy walking around on the left? There's a guy walking around on the left? I don't know what it wants me to do here. Is there a meaning to their arrangement? Well, they're in 2 rows of 4. They all look exactly the same. They're all named exactly the same. Is there like one that's named differently as a spelling mistake? It's a memory game. So am I just picking... Oh, is it like match? Is it a match thing? Is that what I want to do? Alright, there's Y'shtola. So now I gotta find the other Y'shtola. Not that. Now, I don't know if that's bad, though. Do I want... Like, I know that guy is there. Do I want to match the bad people? That's... Ah, you only live once. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Alright, so now I know where Y'shtola is. We should get her back. Yes, they're NPCs. They're part of my party. Good. Know where that one is. He said Ishtola doesn't really see them. They're blank to her. Yet one trial remains that we must pass, and I'm assuming is murder this bird guy. Yeah, were you referring to those people that are around with me there, Puddles? They're just people of my, like, they're computers, NPCs. This is like a single thing, so Biscuits can't really play this with me. This game has a few of these like single player instances where it's only me with a group of people. Otherwise, she would be with me. Okay, so they're sort of showing you what to do. If someone gets trapped in that, you gotta wear the dice thing. Take this one, I assume. Wear it off to the side, I guess. There we go. Look at that, we're learning.
I will not hold back.
I guess we don't really have a tank in this group, do we? So I guess I've sort of taken that are y'all standing over here for a reason that I'm unaware of? A lot of flippy shit happening here. There we go. Trial's complete. I had to use my brain for that. That was unacceptable.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite.
I can't hear my son, and generally a quiet child is up to no good. I'm gonna see what he's doing. Just playing on the Switch.
Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually.
I'm probably gonna wrap it up probably after this cutscene is all said and done, Puddles. Unfortunately, a lot of what we just did there wasn't really a lot of stuff that she could really help out with. Well, it was a few fetch quests, a little bit of chunk or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Like, if it's a couple of just little simple quests, I can do a couple. We'll see how long this takes.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
Yeah, like usually the way things go is that, you know, you get to, you know, you do a couple, you know, do something big like this, and then like, hey, can you kill 12 squirrels for us? We'd appreciate that. And then back to something big, so I'll try my best there, biscuits. Is some type of bunny god buried here?
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
Big giant bunny?
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot?
It does.
The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological.
I'm surprised you haven't jumped on into this game, Puddles.
If it is a power that once belonged to the ancients,
it's a free trial that I assume you can play on PC or console. If it does, of course, tickle your fancy.
Pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar.
They are stopping.
I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence.
They are stopping like support for PS4, aren't they? Soon. Should we start even earlier on Sunday? Maybe at 10 to 2? Give you more time for rants and silliness? I will probably be up that early, so it's more so on your end of things as to whether or not that would work for you. Like, I thought today I'd sleep in, and I was like, oh, like maybe my son will let me sleep in till 9 at least. And then he tells me he's hungry, and I look at my phone, and it's like 7:30, and I'm like, well, you only have a dinky little laptop. I don't know if it can handle it. Yeah, I'm sure you could go and run the benchmark and see if it's capable of running it or not. But like I said, it is free up to like level 80, which is a fair chunk of the game, so...
Remember us.
Run it up the chain. I know you guys have late Saturday nights, so I don't want to force you into anything, obviously.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka.
I mean, I will have a relative late night, but I usually have late nights, but I'm up early regardless. I'll probably try to stay up and watch the NBA Finals, and then I'll probably watch an episode or two of The Sopranos or The Boys, and before I know it, it'll be midnight, and
understand it enough.
That's late for me, but...
But this is not the same as remembering.
So he's got to go do... Like, what do you mean prep for the work week? Like, prepping meals? Prepping work?
Though we witnessed the
I find it odd that he would have to take a day off, or a day that he has off to prep for work.
Those who live
like, wouldn't that be for like Monday?
We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter.
Like, it sucks that if he has to like actually prep for work type of things, like one of his days off, he's got to prep for stuff.
But we have...
It would be fun to socialize with nice people in a virtual questing world.
As a venue.
I could find friendly people. I mean, the thing, like, the lesser thing that I know is, like, when I started this game, I played on the server called Cactar. And I had a couple friends on that we played. And, of course, we all grew apart. We stopped playing the game. And then when I decided to come back on into it, I joined up on the Leviathan server with biscuits and such. So it's always fun to have it. But whether or not... So the busier some servers are, they lock out people from making new characters on them. So I don't know if, like, you know, I'd love to have you on our server if you could, but they do lock out people and then only open them up at certain times. But they are changing that to where you can play with people on other servers and whatnot, so that there's, you know, there's really no not playing with friends type of thing. Do his laundry, prep meals, shower, do any last minute game prep for our... Oh, okay, so it's not so much really a work thing, but just sort of a day that he's got to do some things he's got to take care of type of thing. You have the Chocobo music stuck in your head now. Yeah, take a look at it. Like, just Google Final Fantasy 14. There should be something called the Lodestone, and there'll be a benchmark to see if you can run it on your PC and whatnot, and go from there type of thing. Well, we are now here to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change you have wrought, the echoes that will endure long after you're gone, and though it will change in time, I swear to you, we shall do our best to preserve your story. Or whatever it is that you people do. I hope you'll forgive me if I don't make my oath of my own. I think it goes without saying that we should never misspeak of your heroism. Also, you like video games, but I'm very bad at them, so I don't know about an MMO. This is very approachable for an MMO, to be honest. It's very... A lot of MMOs are generally not soloable, and this one is very... You can play on your own. They're changing things all throughout the game as to where you can do things with NPC groups, and a lot of it is being able to do on your own. Coming from the world of Final Fantasy XI, where you could not do anything by yourself, it's a very different take. But I mean, it forced people to group up. It forced people to be social. So, was that interesting aspect of it, but... Pray you safe travels, as ever. We're going to await your return with open arms. So he'll be doing stuff in between, stuff like that in dungeons. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really need your guys' help for everything other than just the dungeons and the trials and whatnot. Although we learned not of the Ascians, the insight we gained into the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Before we return to the Crystarium, however, there's a small matter I would like to attend in Slittenborough. But I have trouble to come with me. Got the green light for 10 to 2, so instead of Wolf, it's for 7. Okay, no, I'm sure we'll be up by then to be able to do so. You dabbed in WoW years ago, and I was never skilled enough to be in any raids or anything. Always came in last on the DPS meters. People didn't like playing with me because I was so bad. I mean, the nice thing about this game, there are no add-ons of like people having DPS meters to see how badly you're doing or not. And generally, this community is very welcoming of WoW refugees. I find the WoW world toxic. And the community is rather shit. And Final Fantasy XIV has always been very welcoming of people new coming to the series. Will you find some bad bunches? Sure. But very few and far between, in my opinion. People are very welcoming here. So, that's what it is. Well, there was a time where, before Microsoft bought Blizzard, Blizzard was making some really shitty claims about stuff, and you know, they weren't really doing the best that they should be doing. And so there was a lot of people who were like, I'm done playing, I'm done dealing with Blizzard and whatnot, and so they were looking for another MMO to play, and this is pretty much the next biggest MMO that people can play. So people were welcomed with open arms here. Well, you've arrived at the most opportune time. I was preparing a pot of my famous stew. Come on, I'll ready a place for you. Oh, I'm sorry, Runar, but we haven't the... Please, I insist. Only take a minute. You're definitely going to want to watch those 2 cutscenes before, because we'll be dealing with the follow-up of all of that. Oh, my apologies. It seems our return to the Crystarium will be delayed, but perhaps only for a bit, if you assist me with my work. I say work, but it's rather more of a chore. I must clean my chambers here in Slithenborough, from top to bottom. If you would be so kind as to go and fetch a broom for Asgire, and might finish this before Runar is done cooking. Alright, so go get a fetch quest of a broom. That I can do. Can do! A broom? For Master Matoya? I cannot imagine why she would need such a thing, but here you are. Old and sturdy, but sure to suffice. Doesn't Master Matoya just basically have her own brooms, like in Fantasia, just doing their own thing? I trust Asgire was able to find a broom for us? Yes. Well, good. This will prove difficult otherwise, but I must say I did rather well for not having a broom thus far. I mean, pretty immaculate other than that one, book just sitting there. Well, yeah, you weren't buried beneath a veritable avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Anyways, it's time I finish cleaning with the help of that broom. What are you doing with that broom? She finds something funny. I didn't honestly think I'd do it the old-fashioned way. A broom is more than capable of sweeping by itself, or rather it will be. Time to rise, to swish and sweep, a tidy chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound until no dust is to be found. Wouldn't you equally need like a dustpan at the same time? Like a broom is only going to do so much. You're just sweeping it into the corners or under the carpet and whatnot. Where are we putting this? Are you just opening the door and sweeping it on out? future, I may need to remind you of the pursuit of knowledge does not preclude other equally important duties, such as maintaining a clean quarter for said pursuit. Is he eavesdropping? Is he going to be mad that we've made a broom? I will dearly miss this place. These people. Oh, they don't want to see us go. Master Matoya! Pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready. It wasn't Master Matoya in here, though. Something troubling you? You've been rather quiet. No, everything is fine, I assure you. It's just been a long day is all. I see. Sure. Thank goodness you're still here. No? I thought you were following Ardbert. I was, though. I'm sad to say I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. He seems determined to traverse every limb of Norvant in his quest to spread the truth of the Warriors of Light in the Flood. And it seems news of your address at the Crystarium precedes him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. Job accomplished? It remains to be seen at what end he encourages the people to become warriors of light themselves. But there is no denying that his words have struck a chord with many. Well, we all agreed that this is just another Ashian ploy, yes? I mean, they've commandeered corpses before, and to no good end. I see no reason to think that this time is any different, especially when it's that of a fallen warrior of light. I doubt we'll learn more if we refrain a step behind. Well, his next destination is, all likelihood, Slitherbow. Out there? Are you certain you should be? Why did they refer to Y'shtola as Master Matoya? Wasn't Master Matoya the older woman that lived here? That we met like long ago? Am I missing something? Bruh! That's the name she chose when she arrived because they're not allowed to use their real names. Oh, that's been a while. But wasn't there an older woman that lived in a cave that was named Matoya? That we had run into? Like, I'm not misremembering that, right? Maybe it necessarily wasn't here. That's her teacher, that's why she picked... Oh, okay. Thank you, I'm not going completely crazy. Slightly crazy, but not fully enraged. Master Matoya! Warm bowl of stew will be awaiting your return. I look forward to it. It's unfortunate because he heard her say she was leaving. He's very worried about that, as a cat would be. She's in a cave outside of Idleshire. You met her in Heavens. Oh my god, it's in that far back? Okay, I thought she lived here. Another Dordan moment. How old is your laptop, Puddles, if you don't mind me asking? I would assume any relative modern laptop outside of like a Chromebook could probably play this. Another one of these. This is the second one we've run into.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Eater friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
Your laptop is new as of last year and was marketed as a low-end gaming laptop, but I got it for $400, so you get what you pay for. You might get lucky. I mean, low-end gaming laptop, you might be lucky enough.
We were, and are, but we can hardly ignore the rest of the world.
It's been great for as much use as I get out of it, but I don't know if it could handle a game like this.
From what we can gather...
The game is well optimized. I'll give it that. So, you might get lucky.
We think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
I mean, I could have sworn that this was on the PS...
hands should matters escalate.
I want to say PS3, but probably the PS4. I know it's on the PS4, but I wanted to say PS3. It can play Cold Steel? I would say you could probably play this.
Huh. It seems I've lost this particular race. Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it?
Who here is Ravana?
But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
Ravana was the primal you fought. Okay. What will we do? Extend a friendly fist or ask whether he wishes Seto? So, they had mentioned earlier that we're sort of under the impression that this isn't really him, but sort of is him. So, like, do we just, like, be friendly, or do we ask him, like, if he knows his beloved pet were here? If he will even know who that is?
Poor fellow. He will be sorely missed.
Is that why we have such, like, a mean, mad look at him? Like, is there a little bit of pity that we feel it's not him? Like, you can really go both, like, I thought you were supposed to be good at this. Like, like, this is just basically just calling him out. Whereas this one's just like, you know, condescending towards him. Like, indeed, Ardbert, as if that's your real name.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense.
Back to business.
After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive.
Yeah, he's under the belief that Seto was...
Yes, it is I, Elizabeth. Through your time in Emetselk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met.
I didn't think it would be him.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emmett Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emmett Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable, but I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I, nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least, and 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Oh, he wants to grow himself another small little army, isn't that obvious?
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries. Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself. In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmett Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmett Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
As long as you don't make me do any more chores.
Keep that up and I'll send you to bed without supper.
Naughty. I know, right? The perfect option.
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
Is this a good stopping point? Lots to do around here, but I gotta go and get the little guy ready so we can pick up Mrs. P. Couple more quests, but I have to. Yeah, it probably would be best for me to. Look at that. You look comfortable. Comfortable. All dressed up and nowhere to go, aren't you? A little bit more of an emphatic hi, hello, goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today. I'm going to call it one. Brendan behind us sits comfortably. Enjoy your Saturday. I will be back on Sunday with more of this. And then, Puddles, does Monday work for more Neptunia again? I know you said pretty much how early I start sort of works out for you, regardless of the week. So see if that works for you. If not, we'll figure it out. But yeah, we will be back on Sunday. More weekend streams. It certainly doesn't feel like a Friday. Not really on mine. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bounce out as always. Goodbye and good. Oh, the timing is great there, Biscuits. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everybody. Later, taters.